Beta, who's your werewolf boyfriend? Majira. He's too bottom for that. You got that right. Amicus, it's not Amicus. Amicus is not a werewolf boyfriend. He's a wolf boyfriend. People actually think, like, my boyfriend or person I'm interested in is Amicus, and that's kind of, I don't know if I should feel disappointed in myself or in you guys. Have I really set the standard where the best chance I have with being with someone or having a boyfriend is in a fictional universe? If I really set that standard up for myself, that's all I can really go for, it's disappointing. I mean, I think an Amicus body pillow is in the works right now, so like, if you guys want to buy it from me, you can. There is the option to do it. You can do it. I'm not stopping you. Alpha and Omega was your furry awakening. I'm so sorry. I would have expected something more like How to Train Your Dragon or Zootopia or like Charlie Brown. Your favorite movie between 7 and 12 was The Polar Express? Or was it the one that turned you into a furry? How does The Polar Express turn you into a furry? Look, I need some answers to this one. You sent yourself down this hole, and I have many, many questions. Can Protogen eat grapes? Ah, yes, the age-old question. We're busy talking about the Polar Express turning you into a furry, and you're busy wondering, can Protogen eat grapes? The answer is yes. Simple answer. Yes. I think people are just horny for protogens. I think that's the only reason why they're as popular as they are. People are just horny, and that's about it. I think the reason why furries are excruciatingly horny, as of currently, is all because conventions haven't happened. It's like, god damn it, conventions is where booty call happens. Regardless of whether we want to admit that or not, that is genuinely the case. Furry conventions is where the booty call happens, and how many conventions have happened? 0. So when you have furries that haven't done that, look at how they are online. Have you seen all the hashtags happening this year? It's been pretty bad. How do you feel about manikits? I love how I'm having a conversation that's sort of relevant to what's happening, and then other people are just like having their own little things of like something else entirely. I just think it's funny how like everyone's having like a specific conversation in a stream, and then some other person comes in and is like, hey, I know we're talking about this thing right now, but I'm not prepared to talk about this thing right now. Why don't we talk about something that I am prepared to talk about right now, like World War II? But actually, that happened yesterday. I was in Zillion's stream, I hopped on, and this one guy kept talking in chat about like, hey guys, let's talk about World War II. You want to hear a story about World War II? And it just kept going. It was really weird. The one thing I can compare that sort of behavior to is like, imagine you, individually, you and I are having a conversation about something. We're talking about fluffy animals. We're talking about something relating to the fandom. We're talking about furry conventions or something. We're talking about anything. Anything that we're specifically on a topic is just you and I. And then some other dude just comes up to us and starts trying to have a conversation about something he's into, like World War II. It's like, dude, did you know that I have a helmet from World War II? Just they come in and say that. It's like, so there's that. Is it just that furries have a tendency to have zero social grace? I don't know. But I don't think there's ever been a conversation that I've had with like anyone that I met at a convention where someone hasn't come and interrupted and said something relating to that. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I know it might be me ranting about furries being furries again, but like I see it in live streams and I'm like, it can't be that bad. And then it actually happens IRL, like when I'm having conversations with people. I love you guys. I love furries. I love all of you in chat. But sometimes I just get confused by what we do, and I'm the one in charge of it. It's like, this sort of goes hand in hand with the whole thing that happened. Remember the inflates you, making you big and round thing? That, who the fuck was it? Who said that? Everyone hates him. But like, someone said something about the Capitol being raided by terrorists. The guy who said that was something of like, you are a very close friend, so I'm gonna choose to say nothing. Inflates you, making you big and round. Who was that said that? You guys know. I don't remember, and I think that's for the better that I don't remember this guy's name. But honestly, that one tweet, that one reply, relates to pretty much everything furries do in terms of social grace. And it's pretty majestic, I'll say that. It goes hand in hand with the whole thing on Telegram of like, oh, I'm so sorry your grandmother died, and then sends a horny sticker. It's like, yes, that's what I need right now, thank you. I love that, of just like, oh, I'm sorry you're having a bad time. And then it's just a thirsty sticker. Which, to be fair, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate role here again. This could just be furries not knowing how to empathize fully, or not really having the ability to comfort properly, and in their eyes, that's their way of just being like, let's distract you from feeling sad with horniness. And ironically, it's intended to be wholesome. Like, oh, you know, like, you just had a bad day. You know what? No, we're going out to celebrate. You're forgetting about this later. It's like if, say if you get dumped by your girlfriend, which I haven't, I'm gay. But But like, think about it this way. If you are dumped by your girlfriend, the worst thing to do is just sulk about it alone. Whenever like something happens with a friend, say someone gets, I don't know, dropped by their boyfriend or girlfriend, you know what I do? I take them out to do something. Hey, you know what? Let's go and watch a movie. Let's go and play this new game. Let's go out to eat. Let's go and get some nice food. Let's spend some time. You and I want you to have this person off your mind because they don't matter. So you should spend it with someone who does care about you. And in that sense, that's distraction. So I can kind of understand the whole thing of like, you know, even though it's dumb and you look at it, it's just like, this is how furries interact. Just the whole thing of, oh, I'm so sorry your grandmother died, and then horny sticker. But at the same time, it's not really distracting. It's just like, can you not? Like, even just saying that first thing, I'm so sorry for your loss, and leaving at that is better than sending whatever you just followed up with. So, I don't know. That's just something I think about a lot with people coming in randomly saying, hey, let's talk about World War II, or hey, let's yiff Greg. And then that goes hand in hand with consoling a friend that lost someone or is in a pretty bad spot. I'm just going to say this for everyone that might think that that is a way of doing it. It can be. It can be depending on the person. But most of my friends that I have now, I haven't done that to. And I wouldn't do that to. That's probably the reason why I'm friends with the people in chat are still chanting yiff Greg. Great. Just what I needed with my life. So does it all boil down to social skills? I guess. I mean, I don't want to stereotype the entirety of the furry fandom because I know that's not the case. Most of the people that I interact with is just like, oh, we're chill. When I die, I'd love to have a curse put on me, or I guess start a curse where if someone Fortnite dances on my grave, they're cursed. Isn't it like, it's kind of like the thing of like if you disturb the grave of Nostradamus, you're like cursed and you will die within like a certain amount of time. I remember hearing about that somewhere, where like, if you disturb the grave of so-and-so, you will die. And I was like, what, thousands of years ago? Maybe I could curse someone. Does anyone know how to do that? I mean, they hex the moon. You can hex a giant rock in space. Who's to say you can't hex something that's smaller in mass? Like a Who-Man. Imagine if someone Fortnite dances on my grave. It shouldn't be that hard to hex them, right? What would your curse do? I'm not gonna say it right now. That'll be something I share on my AD. So this is going somewhere. Pretty great conversation we're having, right? I'm enjoying it. You guys enjoying it? Your mom. But yeah, for those of you who I might have centered on in the stream for examples, don't worry. You're like fine. If anything, you add a bit of variety to our stream. As long as you're not that guy that comes in and is like, hey, let me tell you about this World War II story. I know I'm only 14, but let me tell you about this World War II story. It's pretty great. You know, maybe that might be a good curse. If I curse them, the curse is that in their peripheral vision, they will always see vor, but when they look directly at it, they will never see it. That's a pretty bad curse. Actually, you know what? That might be hot for some people. God damn it. Well, not everything is a curse, you know. Any curse you think of will be hot to someone. That's something I always have to keep in mind. Anything that I try to inflict on someone for punishment, someone else will find hot. Because damn it, the world isn't horny enough. Curse them so that they explode when they Fortnite dance on your grave. I mean, you could just place, like, trip mines or, like, a claymore on my grave. That wouldn't be that bad. I get to die twice. Not only, like, actually physically, but physically again, because my corpse will just explode. I do hope that I get a coffin dance when I die. Like, I just really want people to come in and start doing the coffin dance for me with my corpse, or I don't know if I'll be cremated and be in a jar or something for the rest of my life. Dead life. I don't know. Vor is the only thing that will leave you full on the inside but empty on the outside. That was deeper than I really intended it to be. The scary thing about inflation furries is that they never pop. They keep growing to devour the universe. Isn't that like a children's book? Isn't there a story about like a kid who like ate everything and then ate the table and then ate his family and then his house and then the world and then that was just it? Isn't that an actual children's book? It's like vor for kids. What books are you reading? No, it was legitimately a book I was read. One of my teachers or the librarian read it to us in class, and it was about this kid who ate everything and then ate the world, and then he was all that was left. That's the worst vor story I've ever heard. Hey, whoever made it was probably a furry in the making, just starting to figure it out, or I don't know, maybe a bit too inspired by Disney cartoons. Hold on, I'm looking this up as much as I don't want this in my search results. Child eats the world story book. None of these come up. Maybe it was a fever dream. I remember this story though. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Did I really experience the Mandela effect with a vor storybook for kids? Or did I just wake up in an alternate universe or something? Because it exists. It exists, I promise you. I haven't been smoking anything, I swear to God. There is a book about a kid who started eating stuff, and then he ate the table, and then his parents were mad at him, so he ate his parents. And then it's like, wait a minute, I can just eat my house. And then he keeps eating everything until he eats the world, and all that's left is a big round him. And that's it. Like, he just kept eating. Like, he wouldn't stop eating. This kid. And it's a children's book. It's not the Mandela effect. I swear to God it happened. It's not even supposed to be in the context of vor. It's just actually something that happened. I swear to God. I'm not joking. I'm not lying to any of you. This happened. I was told this story in kindergarten. Is this it? This I don't think is it. Okay, maybe it's it. This might be it. This might be the story. The boy who ate everything. How long ago was this made? Was this made when I was a kid? When was this published? 2014? That would make no sense. Hold on. This story exists. I promise you it exists. I promise you it exists. Okay, so The Boy Who Ate Everything, paperback book, but it's from 2014. I remember something relating specifically to this. He just ate food, and then he's like, I'm gonna eat my plate. And I also ate a chair. I remember this. It does exist! I'm fucking telling you! Do not try to call me out on my own stream. This is a book. This is something. I remember reading this. I swear to Christ. Also, this Amazon review. 4 stars. Fine. Imagine you put your life's work on the line and then some random, like, person online just decides to review it just fine. But actually, though, it is real. I told you, and none of you believed me. I was right. This is why you should always trust me, no matter what I do. I actually don't do that. I don't know what my life is.